hello. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal? Hi, Nath, how are you? Welcome
I'm
to
good.
Football Brownie. Nathan, uh, you know, we just got connections to the Ukrainian front line.
Yeah,
A roving reporter, Nathan, is on standby. So, Nath, be on standby for a sec.
yeah, I
And
will be. Yeah.
listen, welcome to Football Brownie. Brownie's late night Q&A. As per usual, anything goes. It's after the watershed in the UK. I know YouTube don't give a damn about watershed, but we try and give responsibility back to the people.
We try.
Before we go any further, check our ticket bar below. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to Football Brownie. Remember, subscription is free on YouTube, so hit that subscriber button now. Don't forget notification bell. You're having people say, "Oh no, not notification." Well, hit the bloody notification bell, and you'll have the notifications. Pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. Also, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram links there as well. Well, not links, but information. Uh, okay, above new channel figures as of about 2 3 minutes ago. Doing a watch along, we did break through the 1950 sub. It could well be down to one bloody one bot or one troll making up so many accounts. But as it is officially, it's 1952 as it stands, right? So currently, we got 48 left to hit that 2,000 mark. Not far away at all. Facebook likes. I thought more. We had over 1,000 people watch the Facebook stream, but we didn't have many people actually liking, pressing that like of the Football Brownie Facebook page. So we're still, 14 away from there. Twitter followers stayed the same, Insta went up. Right. Nath, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah? Hey, well, watch along. I think we picked the right game for that one.
We did. Yeah, we picked the right game. Yeah.
Um, yeah, obviously, guys, if you didn't watch it before, we went with the Rangers Dortmund game, and boy, we weren't let down by the
No, we weren't disappointed
entertainment.
in it, were we?
Weren't let down at all. Okay, how are we gonna do it? Let's just go through the scores. I think.
Yeah, let's
Nate,
go through the
you do
scores.
the scores because of the time difference and all that. I could be telling you bloody Tuesday night's games if right. So you
Yeah.
take it
We'll,
away.
we'll go through the Premier League first. The Premier League finished Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. Lacazette scored a 96-minute winner. Great, but oh no, it's been given as an own goal now
All right, okay.
by the goalkeeper, by the Wolves goalkeeper who played for Olympiacos. All right, own goal. It wasn't like a set goal. Pepe did score for Arsenal to make it 1-1, but He Chung, whatever, the
Yeah,
Chinese man,
one.
yeah, he scored for Wolves to get the opener. Now, interesting, Daniel Zagreb won 1-0 against Seville. Seville had a red card. And they won, so that was interesting. That was an interesting result. Lazio 2, Porto 2. That means Porto go through 4-3 on aggregate.
Yeah. But just to Zagreb, they did win, but they lose, don't they? Sevilla.
Yeah, they lose. They lose. Yeah, on aggregate.
Still.
Yeah. Olympiacos 0, Lazio 3, which means it was 5-1 on aggregate, and Atlanta won.
He's laughing now because he knows I'm going to bring him up on it.
Atalanta. There we go.
Right, okay. Well done, Nate. I'm determined to make you pronounce that bloody team correctly. Atalanta. Okay.
Real Sociedad 1, Leipzig 3, which meant it was 5-3 on aggregate, and Leipzig went through. This one, the controversial game, Betis 0,
which we'll
Zenit
come on
0.
to. Actually, we will. Come on. We may as well talk about it now. Right, before the game, let's just say before the game, you guys who know that, Mark Bowen, the media manager of Zenit St. Petersburg, very, very big supporter of the channel, and we've become real good friends, actually. We've become real good friends. He's been on the channel a couple of times now, and obviously with the issues in with the issues in Russia. I hope that him and his family are safe and well. Champions League final was meant to be held in the Gazprom Arena, which Mark has actually, on both occasions I spoke to Mark. He's made sure that he's been in the media area of the Gazprom Arena, and he's basically given us a virtual tour of the stadium. And boy, I want to get there one day. I want to get there. Hopefully, with no bombs going bloody flying past me. But honestly, and it's not just Mark. I've created friends with his colleagues in the Zenit media department, and I'm sure no matter what political side you are, we are talking about civilians, people's lives, and so on and so forth. So I'm sure everybody who is a subscriber, who knows the channel, sending their best wishes to civilians on both sides of the argument.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what. So going back, I actually, before the game, now, Betis were 3-2 up. Now, there's no away goals, so they were 3-2 up from the first leg. And, Betis were home in this leg. And before the game, I thought, you know what? Something is telling me that now they've taken Zenit St. Petersburg, light of a Champions League final, their home ground away. Something's telling me Zenit St. Petersburg will have a cheek of actually going to win the Europa League. So I put a bet, only a cheeky little tenner, but I put a tenner bet on them over, turning over this tie, winning and going on to you. Now that was 80-1. That was 80-1, right? I thought, you know what? It could well be 800 quid. So the game happened. We were watching a Rangers Dortmund game. But because of my bet and because of Mark and everyone with Zenit, we were keeping a close eye on it, Nave.
Yeah, we were, yeah.
Now, it was 0-0. No shots on target. What happened in injury time in that game, Nave?
Well, Zenit did score. and then the referee was told by a Betis player to go over and check the monitor. He listened, and he did, and he went over and he spent so long looking at this monitor, and he was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. And and then in the end, I think the fans got to his head. He disallowed it, which it should basically Zenit should be in extra time right now, because Zenit should have scored, and Zenit should be in extra time, but they're not. And this is a conspiracy theory, so people.
Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, from last 24 hours, I'm sure there's going to be conspiracy theories thrown out everywhere. Most of them going to be from me. Most of them going to be from me. Yeah. But come on.
So don't bite my head off for this, but I think the referee was told before the game, you let Zenit through, and we are really in trouble, because they were going to convene a meeting tomorrow if Zenit did get through to discuss kicking them out of the competition completely. Now, just shows you, doesn't it? It's a very interesting VAR decision happens. It goes Betis' way. Betis go through. But they would have went through anyways, because UEFA would have took them out there.
You know what, right? You know what? Normally, I would be like boxers in a chat. He said, tinfoil hat, Nathan. Normally, I would say that, right? But just before the show started, I said to Nathan, have you looked at that Zenit goal yet? Because, he said, yeah, I don't think so. I then went on social media, couldn't find it anywhere to start. Could I, Nate? And that's all I was seeing on social media was no way was that a disallowed goal.
It was a perfect goal.
And then finally, I did find footage of it. And I tell you what, Nathan, it's not many times I agree with you conspiracy stories. Exactly the same the other way around. Not many times you agree with my conspiracy stories, right? But with that meeting tomorrow, And let's be honest. And as Box says, and I agree, Box, I've been saying it for ages, years, absolute years. Corruption in football is rife, no matter about it at all. And I don't agree. If I'm honest with you, maybe I'm a bit biased because I'm very I'm good friends with Mark and the team at Zenit St. Petersburg. I don't agree that the Champions League final should be moved. We are still talking 3-4 months down the line, right? A couple of weeks, I think it will be a ceasefire, right? I personally think that's my opinion. People are going to be of a different opinion, but as Nathan said, and I do agree with him on this, right? Rather than UEFA taking a rap from the Russian bloody government, hang on, you've done us over with moving a Champions League final. You're now doing us over because our team have qualified, and now you more likely they would have put Betis through it, as a walkover, what they call it,
Yeah.
A bye. But I think this maybe it'll come out in a couple of years' time. But I think Nathan's on the money on this one. I do think you're on the money on this one, Nathan.
Yeah, I just think there's a lot of...
They've done the easy way out.
They have, yeah. I feel like that's probably going to go back and haunt them. But, who knows? But, yeah, the situation at the minute is...
We'll go on to a situation later. Let's just continue to talk about football for a minute, Nate. I think that's a bad because we'd be going back and forth football.
Yeah, we would be.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just the first part of the show. Let's just keep it to football.
Yeah, Betis. So that was 0-0. Braga is 2-0 still against Sheriff.
So they got into injury time now. Yeah,
it's going to penalties.
All right, okay. I'm still not interested in that game, even if it's going to penalties, but never mind.
Napoli 2, Barcelona 4. Barcelona go through, obviously. Rangers 2-2 on the night, but Rangers go through 6-4.
Hey, well, honestly, we were watching that game, Nath, right? And there was times where the atmosphere was amazing. The atmosphere was amazing. And we could, unless we used headphones, I suppose, we could listen to it. But just by watching, Nathan, yeah. At one point, I said to you, "Is the camera?" Because the stadium was everyone jumping up and down, and at one point, the camera could not keep itself still because obviously the vibrations in the stadium. Oh, the atmosphere is brilliant, and fair play to Rangers. I know people, don't like them for whatever reason, and. It's always going to be the Celtic Rangers issue or England-Scotland issue. But fair play to them. There were points in which you think Dortmund are going to get 3 or 4 here. But they stuck strong and they come through it. Caerphilly Bluebird, Cardiff last night, 9 fouls all game, yet 7 cards. Huddersfield 5 fouls, 1 card. You never bank game. I've only seen the highlights, mate. I can't really comment on that. But, I'm sure people are going to say, well, what were the fouls like then? I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's all I'm doing. Will Russia be kicked out of the World Cup? Have they qualified yet, then? I thought they were in the playoffs.
No, they're in the playoffs, but I don't think that playoff will go ahead, to be honest. I'm very much at the Ukraine and Russia in playoffs, so I don't think both will. I think
Ukraine is in Wales' group of playoffs. I mean, Scotland got Ukraine in their leg. Wales have got Austria, and the winner of each then will play in the final, the playoff final, one of the playoff finals. Now, what people don't realise, right, with regarding this, is that. Okay, officially, hang on. Unofficially, you win a group. Like, I'm going to take England, for example, is an easy example to use. They won a group, they qualified. They have actually, as it stands, they have unofficially qualified. They haven't officially qualified, they've unofficially qualified. Right? And I say that because at the end of the playoffs, when the teams know each other, it's still up to UEFA to to appoint how many from Europe go to the World Cup? For example, 15, is it? 12, 15 teams or whatever? Call it 15 teams, right? All the UEFA or all the European nominations still have to be put forward to UEFA. So technically, even though they won the World Cup, UEFA could turn around and say, "Oh no, we're not nominating you. You don't have." So England wouldn't qualify. And that happened in '92. We briefly spoke about it in the watch along.
Yeah.
Right, '92. It was the Euros actually. Many people of my generation would know Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia had a golden generation, and I mean a golden generation.
Yeah.
Right? They went to the 1990 World Cup. They grouped up in a group. They had Germany, who ended up winning. I think they got to the quarterfinals anyway.
Yeah.
And what a team they had! What a team they had! Then 2 years later, but they were still a bit young. The team was still a bit young. You could tell that, a bit naive in some areas.
Yeah.
2 years later, then we thought, right, this could be the first big tournament for us. They destroyed the group. Denmark finished second. Now back then, the top team of every group would only qualify. Second, you don't even qualify, don't even have a chance. It was only the top team of every qualifying group qualify. Yugoslavia topped that group and should have qualified. Unfortunately, the Balkans War broke out. Yugoslavia were banned from entering the Euros. So, because they finished second, Denmark then was asked to replace Yugoslavia at the tournament. Believe it or not, Denmark actually went on to win the tournament. Right? Now that Yugoslavian team were mostly actually Croats. So so after the war, Pozanecki, Boban, you're talking bloody, unbelievable team. So they actually then went, just giving a little bit of history lesson. When Croatia had its first independent team, they went to the World Cup final against France and a few years later in '98. So will it be kept out? I think the question is.
Well, I
don't think so. I am still of the belief. I know the pictures have been howling, but I'm still of the belief that this is just a quick bloody show of strength.
No.
And I'm hang on. Well, hey, watch out! United were coming for fourth. Yeah, Arsenal won tonight. I think the possibility is the least important. Right. We'll go on to that, Stefan. We will go on to that, my friend. Brown makes sure he's always knackered doing his late night Q&A. Hey, I'm getting up at midnight, mate. I'm getting up at midnight last 2 nights, really. Well, 11 o'clock was tonight. That just shows when the girl you were seeing is back in Moscow. There's nothing I do. Right. Callum, what do you think Steve Morrison's manager, Millwall legend? I support him, mate. I support him. We got no money. He's bringing through the kids. Brownie facts, lad. I do try. AWAS, I do try.
Right, let me go through the
that's right. That's right, Box. They have been knocked out.
Right, we'll go through the European Conference.
Hang on. Let's get through these first. The good people made had time to comment. Millwall proper club, nice one. Box, Denmark benefited. They did, my friend. And because they benefited, I don't think football fans who remember that time ever give Denmark the credit they deserved, because they shouldn't even have been in the final. Shouldn't have been in the tournament. Mixed feelings. I was shocked at Denmark didn't. Dylan is Suker Billets. Yeah, they all. Don't know if Billets was. Don't know if Billets was there. No, I don't think Billets was there in the old in that 1990. It was midfielder I used to enjoy watching, because remember 1991 or 1990, Red Star Belgrade actually won the Champions League because you had all the Yugoslavian players there, and yeah, it was a midfielder I really enjoyed watching, and his name was, older guys probably remember, Dragan Stojkovic. I think he was a midfielder or like a number 10 kind of thing, but boy, he was a great player, Dragan Stojkovic. Mike Hill, hi Mike, hope you well, my friend. The Wigan man, Brownie on tour, Brownie red. Oh, tell you what, it could go either way, mate. What a result for it really was. We watched it, Knife. Great result. Atmosphere.
Was a great result.
And I'm looking forward actually to Nathan. You're doing a live show for the draw tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, go on, Nathan. Take it away. So I just thought we had to get through them comments, so. Go on.
What the scores? Yeah.
You've lost. You've fought now, haven't you?
Yeah. Right.
Arsenal Wolves. Let's talk about Arsenal Wolves. We got Ryan in the chat. I'm still waiting, Ryan, but never mind. Go on. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Ryan, hang on. Before we go any further, I'm now a member of your channel. Hint, hint. Come on. Go on, Dave. Sorry, Arsenal Wolves.
Arsenal Wolves. Yeah, it was 2-1 Arsenal. It was looks it was a very close game, and Arsenal nicked it at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the fourth position is up for grabs. Let's be completely honest now. Arsenal. The thing with Arsenal is they got 2 games in hand. And they win them 2 games. They could actually go. Oh, we've only got 1 game above Chelsea, but I think that was Wolves' chance. Well, I think Wolves have lost their chance now to get 4th. West Ham, I think, are completely out of getting 4th. I simply think it's down to Man United and Arsenal, and simply because of the 2 games in hand, I think it's Arsenal's there for a taking.
Yeah,
it's Arsenal's game for a taking. And I'm just wondering because when I first come on to YouTube, I did go on. I've got many YouTube Arsenal fans. Many of them. I could see a project with Arteta, and it wasn't going to be a quick project, simply because of FFP. You can't get rid of a whole squad now and bring a new squad in. You have to do 2 or 3 every single transfer window. So that was going to take at least a year, 2 years, 3 years maybe. I'm just wondering now, of those people who created YouTube channels on the back of creating campaigns of getting Arteta out. I'm just wondering, if he got a Champions League position, would they be eating humble pie, or would they just be creating another campaign against a team they apparently support, just for clicks and views and so on? I don't know. What do you think, Nath? Do you think the anti-Arteta brigade will wave a white flag and say, "Okay, we were wrong"?
No, I don't. No.
It's really sad, isn't it? It's really sad the way fan bases. Arsenal on social media is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It's just sad that fan bases, because the Premier League has gone global now. That there's so many divides in fan bases of football clubs these days.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't think Arsenal make top 4 either. Still, I don't.
I think they will. I'm very surprised they didn't. I'm very surprised they didn't. They didn't strengthen in January. I was.
Yeah.
I take that, but I do think the Aubameyang issue completely messed up their plans in January. That's my opinion. Ewa says Arsenal got lucky tonight. Hey, at the end of the day, we're coming into the time of the season now where it's just results count, not performances. Brought me on to Alanga and save United's season. Michael Watford, Leicester and Liverpool, next 3 fixtures for Arsenal could be. What are next fixtures for Man United and Arsenal?
You've got Wolves on Saturday, so.
Okay, Stefan. Hi, Stefan. Hope you well. We were expecting you in the chat, Stefan, for the Rangers game. What the hell happened? We had a warm welcome for you. Anyway, he was Arteta out, and I was wrong. Hey, Stefan, I know you're not an Arsenal fan, but you know the people I'm talking about. And AP, yeah. I wonder if DT is keeping up with your. Probably is, mate. Probably is. Either 5th or 6th. I think he'll get the 4th. I do think he'll get 4th. Yeah, true opinions on Tottenham at the moment. Come on, then, Nath. I did see that Lily White Lane. Many thanks for subscribing. Go on, Nath. You did do the breaking news actually about
the
interview, and I had a chance of watching it. What's your opinion 24 hours later?
24 hours later, Conte's done. Done at Tottenham, done everywhere. He'll be Man United manager by end of the season, I tell you. Spurs are not good enough. Spurs, Daniel Levy, poison chalice. Spurs, no manager wants to go there. That's why they got Conte. I really think that Spurs will just pit her off. Get someone.
Lily White Lane and people in the chat, what's your opinion? My opinion, I think it's time to perfection, if I'm honest with you. I said this last night, Nath.
Yeah.
Question marks on the head of Raniak at the moment.
But if you can't beat Burnley, then frig me. Come on. Burnley, for frig's sake. Burnley.
But this is the same squad in which Mourinho said they don't have a winning mindset. He went from Mourinho to bloody Espirito Santo, ties in his name with a bloody speech impediment, right? And there's a lot to be said about not just winning mindsets, but the brain. The brain is a fascinating part of the body, right? And momentum, mental momentum, as we see in games, momentum like that can change a game. Bump. It's all in a mindset. It's all in a mindset. Do you know what I mean? Momentum can go from one team to the other, doing halfway through a game, bump like that, all of a sudden. And I just think many players, not just Tottenham, but many players now at the higher end of the football industry are just there for the money. They don't care what team they play for. They just there for money. I think Tottenham need a complete overhaul.
Yeah.
Nathan, stop with this agenda. What is happening in neutral? rivals aren't exactly putting up trees. Hey, I'll tell him to stop his agenda when I see you become a bloody member.
What's my? I'm not. I haven't got an agenda. I'm just saying. You're still shit. You beat Wolves. Wow.
Man, I did Watford, not Wolves. Yeah,
you're not good enough for top 4. Your team ain't good enough. You should have been beating teams fucking early in the season.
Conte out. Nathan, you awake, lad? He's never awake. It's a robot. Russ. It's a robot. Yeah. I have to put 50 pence in the machine every now and then.
I wish there was a fucking robot, I tell you.
Brownies says, very disrespectful from Conte. It was. I thought it was very. It's a massive gamble, and I said it last night, Nave.
He's a massive gamble. And he's just pissed off the Tottenham board. If you piss off Daniel Levy, you know where the door is.
But he's very outspoken. It's not just that. It was Chelsea at the end of his Chelsea tenure, at the end of his Inter tenure, and now looking at the end of his Tottenham tenure. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like he knows when it's time to move on, and by being outspoken, he generates the exit door to be wide open.
He does, yeah. He does.
And it's going to come to a point. It's going to come to a point where owners of football clubs are going to say he could be a risk not worth taking anymore, because we'll have to. When he thinks that he can't do anything with a team, we'll have to pay him out within a month later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It will, but you know.
It will. Yeah, exactly. It will.
Mind your language, Nave.
It's an adult show. If you don't want it, piss off.
Whoa. Hang on. I know. I'm noticing this more and more recently, Stefan. Hey, no, it's football with Brownie. So it's not football with Nathan. I'm gone. But yeah, he is right, actually.
It's an adult show.
Chris, who do you think will get relegated?
But,
I don't know.
Chelsea. I think Chelsea should be relegated.
No. Leave it out. I think.
Brentford, Leeds, Everton. There you go.
No. Norwich.
But no, Norwich are going to beat Southampton and survive.
I think Norwich.
No.
Watford.
No.
And something tells me Burnley could survive, and Leeds.
Well, okay. I'll do a realistic one.
Soon, they are going to go down.
I'll do my realistic one, right? Leeds, Norwich. No, Leeds, Watford, Everton. There you go. No. That's realistic.
I think Everton would just survive.
Really? You seen how shit they are?
Nathan is a bot. Oh, of course he's a bot.
Oh, God.
The thing is, I don't think Levy will get rid of him.
He's taking the mick. He just.
I think he will. I think he'll come to a point. It's very much like Mourinho at Man United, right? It got to a point where it just couldn't carry on. It just couldn't carry on. Now, if what many people suggest, but Man United are actually behind this outburst of Conte, then it's. Frigg is very offensive. Everton and Deep Sevilla.
How's Frigg very offensive? I'd love to know.
I don't know. That's bloody. That's Max's London bloody. Trendy London bloody language.
Yeah. Frigg.
You know what? I actually watched a video. The Burnley fan who does Vizzy or something.
Oh yeah, I watch him.
Right,
yeah.
And he done a video on it, and I was thinking the same thing he was. Nothing's ever been said. What the hell is happening with the case? And because it was adjourned, he was bailed until end of January, and now the bail has been extended until April.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to play Not allowed to play once you're on bail. Can't play when you're on bail. Not allowed. Premier League.
Oh, hang on. He did. I think he did.
Who?
Bloody played for Sunderland.
What, Adam Johnson?
Yeah. Sure, Adam Johnson. Guys in the chat, help me out there. I'm sure Adam Johnson.
He didn't. He couldn't. I'm sure he couldn't.
No, if you build, you build. You're not charged.
You still can't play when you're on bail.
You
still can't.
Charging. I'm sure Adam Johnson. Guys in the chat, help me out. Bear with me, Nath. I need a beer.
Okay.
You're driving me to freaking alcoholics, we can tell you.
No, you're driving me to alcoholics.
Yeah, while we're on about it, drinkware.co.uk. Right. Okay, bear with me.
Yeah, I've run out of beer. Thanks to you. Oh, help me now, help me now, help me now. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, so I think he did, Brownie, but don't quote me. What, he played, did he? I can't remember. Who doesn't love... Wiz! No. No. We're not getting into that topic. Who doesn't love... Oh, God. No. Let's not. Leave that topic alone. Leave it alone. He's on house arrest still, isn't he? How many years did he get again? Because he got house arrest, didn't he, for a couple of years? Is he out of prison?
Okay. Got my beer. 0.0%, remember?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go into more football's over and done with now. It is late night Q&A. Go into more controversial subjects. Now, because it's going to be more of a debate, I think we'll leave the Ukraine-Russia issue to a little later on. I just want to put this thing out there first, right? Hang on. Hang on, Rob. Did financial market do this move today, Brown? You know what, Rob? I actually done a bit of a do this move as well. I noticed that the crypto was really dropping, so I thought let's buy in a dip. Mason Greenwood is still ongoing case. Can't talk about it.
No. Not allowed to. We can't talk about ongoing cases.
I just want to say this one thing because I only heard about it today, and it actually involves. I think he is actually still a moderator, and was him and his son, very big supporters of a channel, early doors. Jake Cox and Richard Cox. And there's been fallings out. I think the nicest word to say it. Fallings out between Jake Cox, Richard Cox, and other West Ham fan channels. I don't want to. I'm just saying. I just want to say that Richard, as a parent, I'm sure you just looking out for. For Jake, obviously, and you and Jake are more than welcome on his channel. I've never banned you. You're one of the very few I've never banned. But listen, you and Jake, sending you best wishes, and if you and Jake ever want to, more than welcome, come in a chat. Probably still watching, but anyway, I just wanted to say that. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit underhanded to have a go on certain UK YouTube channels of a school kid.
It is
a school kid who has helped, who gives more help to other channels than me and you put together, Nath. Let's be completely honest.
Exactly.
Anyway, I just want to say that, and Jake and Richard, hope all is well and God bless. Right, go on, Nate. Let's go. I think most of them are here because Nathan's been on the front line all day.
Front line.
He's had to come home. He's had to come back home to get rid of his bulletproof vest. Right? It's taken so many fucking bullets that he don't think it's bulletproof anymore.
Oh, what
Right,
a game.
so Nate, come on. What's been happening? What's the update in Donetsk? And
the update in Donetsk is people have sadly passed away due to this Russia invasion. Before I get on to the news of today, I want to put all my thoughts out to Ukraine and, well, to all the civilians in Ukraine and Russia, because there's bigger stuff than football, and this is massive for everybody, especially people in the UK as well, who are from Ukraine. Hope you're all doing well as well, and hopefully we can get back on track in the world, but not when you've got powerful leaders like Putin trying to cause so much distraught and disaster in the world. Remember, we've gone through 2 years of a pandemic, really, haven't we? We've went nearly 3 years of pandemic, and now we have this going on. Will there ever be peace in the world? There probably won't be. And today, early hours of this morning, I was alerted to an invasion of Russia. Russia invaded Ukraine. I did do a 7-minute.
You did, yeah. You did do in all fairness to him, you did.
I did do a 7-minute thing to bring out the news of it, and then I didn't actually sleep because I thought I need to stay up and see what's going on, and I haven't slept in 24 hours. It's been horrible, but it comes to a point now where I don't want the UK getting involved, but I feel like we're already involved. And when Boris made his speech in the House of Commons today, he basically said the sanctions are going to be tougher, and he's basically we're basically not taking any gas or oil from Russia anymore. We're not trading with Russia anymore. We give up on that. We've also said to Russia, further consequences will come if you start any more trouble, and we need to really now, as a country and as Europe, we now need to come together and help Ukraine out. And nuclear deterrents have been sent to Ukraine by the UK. Biden has also sent nuclear deterrents to the Ukraine as well. And we need now to come together and fight against Russia, because this is civilians at the end of the day. They've done nothing wrong. What have Ukraine done to Russia? Nothing. And we're getting an invasion like this. Now, I don't know if what they call subways, when the trains. The train stations are being used as basically bomb shelters at the minute. And I tell you what, this needs. I feel so. I've watched so many horrible videos of what's been going on. I feel sick, to be honest, of seeing how much has gone on. Bombs just going off left, hand, and center. Why Russia? Why do you want to invade Ukraine? Yes, you want the Soviet Union back, but come on. It just doesn't need to happen. Ukraine knew this was happening, though, and it just knew it was going to happen. Boris knew it was going to happen. This is why Roman Abramovich, you're Russian. I tell you what, you should be stripped of owner of Chelsea, because we don't need this in the world. We do not need Russian companies, because Man United are sponsored by a Russian company. Now, I don't know what the Russian company is. Who?
I think they according to Kieran Maguire, Price of Football podcast.
Yeah.
I think that deal is ending sooner. That deal is ending within 48 hours, I think.
Well, it needs to end, yeah, because the UK have banned them, haven't they? But Roman Abramovich, Boris, now you need to act and you need to take Abramovich away from Chelsea, because if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd boycott until he's gone. Now, because of this disaster in Ukraine, it's had a hit-on effect. The Champions League final is having to be moved now. Russian athletes will not be able to compete in any competitions in the UK. No Russian athletes will be able to, even with people in the UK who are Russian nationals, won't be able to take much money out of the bank. They've stopped all that. No, Russians will not be allowed to have sterling. They're banned from it. So, the Russian banks.
Go on, Neve. You carry on with your rant, and then I'm going to come in on not the opposition side, but I'm going to try and balance the argument up a bit. Go on,
Yeah,
go on.
the Russian banks. Obviously, the UK have stopped all Russians from having sterling. I think that was what Boris announced. Obviously, this needs to stop. We need to stop with this. We need to stop all this war, because if we don't stop, World War III will happen. And I did put on in the stream title on last night's stream, on this morning's stream, I did put World War III is coming, because it is. World War III is coming, and we need to stop now. We need to keep football out of politics, but when the Chelsea owner, when the Chelsea owners, no. Let me comment. Let me think on this. Keep football out of politics. Think about if they start this with Chelsea, how long will Newcastle get? How long before Newcastle gets stripped from that gone on there in that country? Right. Saudi Arabia haven't invaded somebody. So Saudi Arabia haven't invaded someone. If Saudi Arabia invaded someone, I'd think of that country. I'd boycott my own club if we'd invaded on someone. We haven't invaded on someone.
Hang on. Have you heard of a place called the Yemen?
No. Why?
Right. Okay. So, listen. Educate yourself about the Yemen in the last few years, right? And then come back with me a good comment about Saudi Arabia invading. So
yes, but Russia invaded Ukraine. This is worse than probably Yemen. We need to now give as toughest sanctions as possible to Russia. We need to give them tough sanctions. We even need to ban them from European competitions. We need to ban them from the World Cup. They need to be banned for at least 5 years. And
okay, right. I by me mentioning the Yemen, Stefan knew I was thinking about it. All of a sudden, the chat have exploded with people calling you a hypocrite. Where's bloody Saudi and Yemen? Right. Okay. Right. Let me have my say, and then we'll go into the chat, right?
But don't compare Saudi Arabia to Russian bombing fucking thingy, because you know what? Saudi haven't done much.
I'm telling you, the bombing in the Yemen, right, over time, it got to be 10 times more, 100 times more.
Oh no, Brownie, no.
I'm telling you, do your research, mate. Do your research. And you know what? A lot of the bombs which were dropped in the Yemen were actually manufactured in the UK. That's why UK and Saudi bloody business relations, when that was found out, have always been problematic and questionable. Right.
Well, that's the UK's fault then, because it was a thing in the UK.
Let me have my say.
The Saudi are worse than Russians.
Let me have my say. Right. Okay. We all know this has been a topic of late night Q&A for last night or two, obviously, right? Okay, right. Now, personally, I just think that for some things Nathan did say is right. The Russian people can't get money out of a bank. So if you can't get money out of a bank, they can't feed their kids. But it's the idea that, okay, my theory is that if you poke a circus bear or if you poke a circus tiger, right, so many times, when that animal, that bear or tiger, right, will retaliate and eat you alive, right? But yet people will still put the bear or tiger down because they are to blame. But bearing in mind he's been poked and poked and poked and poked so many times before he retaliated, and that's exactly what the West have been doing with Russia in recent months. No, in recent years, actually. Let's be honest. Right now, there's no east or west. There's no, in my opinion, there's no right or left. No more of that is now. As all it is now is them and us. Us, we're the people who work our fucking backsides off, and yet get, stepped on all the time by bloody, by politicians from all sides, right? They take a piss. And these kind of wars, and I say that, these kind of wars, right? These kind of attacks, right?
Yeah.
Because North Korea used to do it quite often to South Korea, right? Before they come to an agreement with America and the last U.S. president, right? They used to do it quite often, and basically, it's using people's lives, obviously, because people do die in these kind of attacks. But history will tell you, right? But these quick fire attacks, it's basically by the country telling America and the West, don't fuck with us, basically. Don't fuck with us. That's why you would have missile strikes from North Korea to South Korea, because America were poking North Korea so to a point where, it was, don't fuck with us. Okay, we're going to fucking show you what we can do if you mess with us anymore. Right? And basically, that's what they have been doing regarding Ukraine. Right? Ukraine, as Box said, Ukraine has been used as a pawn. Yes, it has. I agree. And I can go back to that election where the Ukrainian people actually voted for a pro-Moscow party to win the election. All of a sudden, there was a revolution, and the opposition who lost that election actually took control of the country because they were pro-West, not pro-Moscow. A lot of it is because of oil. A lot of it is because of oil, and obviously, the oil pipes go through the Ukraine from Russia through the Ukraine into Europe, and they supply Europe. There's a lot behind this, but as per usual, it's big men with their toys. It's big men with their toys.
But he's ruining lives at the end of the day, and this needs to stop.
But you know what, Nath? Right? Whilst me, you, and the average person on the street would say, yeah, it's ruining lives. But to a politician and to a government, no matter what bloody colour, what rosette they use, right? This is what's the word? Not cannon fodder. It's bloody, it's just a number at the end of the day. It's just what's that bloody word?
Because if Russia start attacking us, then
it's collateral damage. That's what it is. It's collateral damage, right?
Boris will sure know when.
if it means that we will kill 10,000 Ukrainian soldiers
What
tomorrow,
if they start in the UK?
no, right? If they need to kill 10,000 Ukrainian soldiers to get a better position in the world or better position on the top table, right? Russia would do it. North Korea had to do it. North Korea had to fucking chuck bombs into Seoul, the capital, for the world to wake up and understand. Don't fuck with them. The moment you fuck with them, they will retaliate. That's why Trump never bloody fucked with anybody. Really, he tried to make agreements with people he did not like or with America did not like. But for all the bad things about Trump, and Max was right because I did put something on the thing. All the bad things about. Remember now, I am not a Trump supporter. I was when he got in. He let me down, right? But the fact of the matter is, whether you like Trump or not, this is the fact. Okay?
Trump would have stopped this all.
No, hang on, Nath, right? This is the fact. He was the first ever president ever. North Korea was created in the 50s, right? That's when they had the split, North Korea and South Korea. He was the first ever American president to have some kind of working relationship with the North Koreans. No, right? So, North Korea been kicking off, doing these kind of, couple of day fucking attacks on the South and whatever. And Taiwan, they've been, Japan, wouldn't they? They used to try to throw rockets at. They couldn't reach, right? However, so he created calm against North Korea, right? He created calm against Serbia and Kosovo.
He did, right? Yeah.
There was never a war started by Donald Trump. And you know what? He also created probably the best working relationship between America and Russia since the end of the Cold War and Reagan and Gorbachev. But you know what? Because it's Donald Trump and he's an idiot in all other areas, people have just forgot about that. People have forgot about the policies and America's relations with former enemies were actually helped chill the fuck down of world bloody political relations.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden the other side bloody come into it. Oh fucking! They've let the Taliban in charge take over Afghanistan. He's only been there a year or whatever, hasn't he? Taliban's taken over Afghanistan. Putin's now kicked off in Ukraine, and it's something else. Max will probably bloody tell me about it. It's all a game. It is all a game, and I didn't expect them to go in. We all know that. I didn't expect them to go in. I just thought it'd be all calmed down, and then the troops will go back to their bases. But they have entered Ukraine. Has been issues. One thing I will say, right, is that I do not agree with attacking civilians. I do not agree on that. And some of the footage, the mobile phone footage I've seen on social media, and let's be honest, we have to always take when wars and battles happen, we always have to take caution with any footage we see on social media, right? We have to do that. But if that footage, horrendous footage I seen on social media today, where a woman or a girl was basically filming a fighter jet come to her house, and he let a rocket off, and her house was in a field somewhere.
Yeah.
And he let the rocket off, and it probably destroyed a next door neighbor. that, and as BS said, that does that can go into the war crime issue.
It does, yeah.
You know, when you bomb in military bases, that doesn't really come into war crimes. That's part of naval bases, army bases, and all that. I'm not saying that's fair game, but that what I seen, and I hope it isn't.
Well,
I hope it is, but it was absolutely shocking.
yeah. What I've seen is
that rocket hit that flight, that plane, sorry, a fighter jet let off that rocket and it flew right into that house, and I thought that was disgraceful.
Well, you want to see the footage on Sky News, what they've been reporting. Oh.
But we have to take caution, as I said, simply because there has been certain footage pulled up, especially coming from like India, and it has been certain footage pulled up because that was from the previous walk into Crimea. So that was what, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer. I don't know. Can't remember when Crimea was annexed.
Yeah.
But anyway, well said, Adam. War with Brownies. No, but
No.
I got my last prediction wrong. Nathan is 1-0 to Nathan. Well, we shouldn't really laugh about this kind of subject, but I think this is basically Putin saying, giving a warning signal, really. Don't fuck with us. I'd say within a week, you pull back.
I don't think he will. I think there's more to come, and well, when I heard they had invaded, and I just had to take a few minutes and think, well, you know what? Why? And then Boris announces his measures. I'm thinking, you're too soft, Boris. You know what? Go in with harder restrictions. Fucking do them all. Do Russia. And then there you go. Then they're not going to fuck with you anymore. They'll not fuck with Ukraine. We'll be all right. No. Boris just too soft. Too soft, Boris.
Guys, bear with us. We're going to have to refresh because my laptop is not. Bear with us, guys. Yeah.
I think there's more to come, though, Stefan. I do. I think there's more.
Right. No, my laptop. After a while, do you have it using mail and Nath?
Yeah. There's a lot.
After a while, I don't know why.
Yeah, just.
Right. Okay, we're going to have to go back quite a way back in this because obviously people have been making comments, and that's a good thing. But there's been a lot of comments, obviously. Right. Let's start from here, guys. If I do miss a comment, please. It was not on purpose. There's a hell of a lot of comments now. I gotta go through. Right. Cavilli Bluebird says sanctions. Russia have been planning this for years.
Yeah. And these sanctions are too weak by the UK.
You know, this is another thing, and it it is close to my heart, right? Oh, when was it? 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the Kremlin announced that they were going to make cryptocurrency part of the national currency, right?
Right.
Now, the sinister and the cynic in me is thinking, hang on, if they swing to cryptocurrencies, no one is in control of cryptocurrencies. So whatever financial sanctions go towards Russia, like banks and so on, then they can just switch to cryptocurrencies, and there's no one in control of it. So we can still have money coming in, just switch it to cryptocurrencies. Was that, and it goes back to what Cavilli's saying. We've been planning it. Was that pre-planned? While we at it, Nuke Moscow and Beijing. Hey, listen. And I have been, and while we're on the subject, I have to say, guys who watched the watch along, obviously, I have been a bit worried. Mark Bowen, very, very good friend of the channel, come on a few times. Obviously, media manager of Zenit St. Petersburg, and I've been worried, hoping he's well and so on. I did actually. Now, I knew what the answer would be before I said this, but let me because I think he may well be in Spain with Betis, so at least. Right. I mentioned, hi Mark, hope you well, hope you okay over there. Before I ask this question, I think I know what the answer would be, which I completely understand. I was just wondering, with UEFA changing the Champions League final to another venue, remember, Champions League final was meant to be in the Gazprom Arena. Just wondering if you fancy the chat. However, I won't be offended because a host of many reasons. Obviously, the reasons were that I didn't want him getting in trouble for what he could say in an answer to one of my questions. He has come back while the show has gone on. He said, "Hi mate, not best, but best not." He said, "Best not, but you can try one of our guys at Russia Football News. So far, things are okay over here, but still very worrying. I will, Mark, if you are watching, I will get back to you after this show. If not tomorrow, my friend, we can have a better chat then. But listen, as I say, it's them and us, right? Civilians on both sides are being affected.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
definitely.
Petersburg's hundreds of miles away, if not thousands of miles away from the Ukraine, but sanctions and everything else, have hit populations of both countries. Let's be honest, and it's the normal people will get hit the worst.
Oh, it is. It totally is.
The UK, one of the biggest weapons suppliers. Yeah, they are, my friend.
They are, yeah.
They're a joke. Putin's man just laughed. Yeah.
Yep.
I would say stick to football, Nate. But you told questions beyond that. I hope, to be honest, right? And I as time has gone on, right? If you really remember the early days of Nathan coming on, before he had that crazy brain freeze, right? But the early days, right? Nathan was a very quiet fucking guy who I'd have to dig to get a bloody some kind of answer out of, right? Now roll on, 12 months? Well, no, it wasn't. It was the summer, Nathan.
The summer, yeah.
Roll on bloody 8 months or so. I can't get a fucking word in. Sent you something on Facebook. Yeah, I know you did. Hey, I'm not going to read it right until you become a member.
Oh,
bloody hell, come on, back here now. Otherwise, I will finish my membership very quickly. And Ukraine being used as porn, yeah, it did. Of course it did. Putin just flexing his muscles. Exactly.
I don't know, like.
Stefan is of the same generation. We've seen this before.
Well,
and Kim Jong-il used to do it quite regular before they come to an agreement with America previously. It is all Ukrainian mineral rich too. It very much is, my friend. Very much is. This is human race, sadly, always been money, power, control, for depression. I won't put all the comments on, guys, because it's a lot I need to catch up with. It's all right for the politicians. Yeah, exactly. They're not the people. They're not the people who are sending their sons and daughters out to the front line with a rifle and say, "Go on and get on with it." Do you know what I mean? No. They'll always be pampered. Right? And Yeah, it's all collateral damage. It's all a war game. It's collateral damage. They don't give a shit, man. No matter what side they're on. Brownie is right. Agree, Brownie. Reports one Russian tank platoon surrendering as they weren't into the idea of killing Ukrainians. Well, I'll be completely honest with you. If that is, listen, as I have mentioned before, when it comes to wars and battles and conflicts, we all have to take what did I say earlier? We all have to take. We all have to take certain stories coming out of the war zone. We have to be more careful rather than believe anything.
Yeah.
Right, we do. I remember going back to the Iraq War, the Second Iraq War, and there was an Iraqi military politician or whatever, right? And he ended up having a name called Comical Ali, right? Comical Ali, because he was getting interviewed. Military general he was, right? One time he was getting interviewed, and he was in Baghdad, and he was getting interviewed, and he was saying, the question was, America are only a mile away from here. And he was saying, no, they're not a mile away. They're not a mile away at all. That's all propaganda. That's all Western propaganda. And the interview went on. And he said, well, the American tanks, we're hearing the American tanks are maybe, coming down. That's all American propaganda. Well, hang on. What about that tank that's just turned up there?
What?
Right? That's what honestly, the interview went on so long that a tank just appeared behind the backup, behind him, coming up a little mount. Right? No, Americans are nowhere near. We are killing them. We are fighting them off. Hang on. What about that American tank behind you? Honestly, right? So let's say we have to take caution. Caution, a word I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of all this Russian tank platoon, I'll be completely honest with you. If
it has, then
unfortunately,
Putin will do something about it.
In the past, I don't think he would have. Whether it happens now, I don't know. But in the past, then every family of that Russian platoon may not survive the next 24, 48 hours. That's how it used to work, right? Because if that tank platoon has all of a sudden disappeared, then they will get revenge. The governments would get revenge on those members of a tank platoon one way or another. How do you get revenge? Oh, family members. Yeah, he got the Serbian Kosovo deal. He did. Never forget, repeated Guatemala, Panama, El Salvador. Yeah, that was more Reagan, more or less. Who was it now? I don't know. Can't remember. Trump was more into Wonga, to be honest. Yeah. Allegations. And in fact, I know what you're saying. Max. No problem. Yeah, you are right. Ukrainians have biggest stash of nuclear weapons. Brownie, Randy. War crimes from Putin. Randy, you come down. This become. I know. I don't mean to. It's just. Listen, it's a late night Q&A. We've done a. And I'm not ignoring your comments, Randy. I'm just way behind. I'm way behind. I'm not ignoring your comments at all, mate. I'm just really. I do apologize, guys.
Yeah,
I do.
Swamped.
I didn't like when Nathan said yesterday that he hopes there's a war, totally insensitive. Yeah, hey, listen. Steve Denham, if they're using cryptocurrency easy to hide money, no one knows what they have. If that's been an argument, Steve, if I'm honest with you, that's been a continuing point in which the anti-cryptocurrency side use all the time, right? Oh no! It's a way of money laundering. Cryptocurrency is a way of money laundering. Hang on. Money laundering has been around for decades, if not centuries, long before any cryptocurrency. So how are you now concerned about money laundering now, where you weren't concerned about money laundering 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Captain Rob, of course, Rob Wilson's over. Rob Wilson is Rob Wilson is a UN peacekeeper, right?
Yeah.
Any YouTube bloody argument that happens, any YouTube beef, any YouTube falling out, Rob Wilson is here right in the middle with his blue UN helmet, waving a white flag, right? He's waving a white flag and he's saying, look, it could well be a misunderstanding.
We'll get him to Ukraine.
It could well be a misunderstanding.
You know what? We need to get Rob on that front line. Get him there. He'll sort it out for us. The peace talks for Russia continue.
You know what? Honestly, I'm thinking of it now. Fuck bloody the UN. Let's just get fucking Rob Wilson on an Aeroflot flight to Moscow, right? Courtesy of Manchester United. Chemical Alley, yeah, and he ended up being Comical Alley, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Rob. If you want, ask Manchester United for a flight to Moscow, and you can do peace talks with Putin for it. Might save the world.
So funny. It was funny, Stefan. James Reid, there's no way. I agree. I do agree on that because ramifications, personal ramifications of them doing that. No, absolutely no. I can't see that. But you know what? It could well mentally be easier just to pistol themselves, shoot themselves. If that's the way you're thinking.
Yeah, Rob, we'll get you there. Don't you worry. But I'm not going to kick this person out of the comment yet. I'm going to let Brownie read the comment.
Hang on. Where am I going now?
It's right down. It's near.
I do apologise, guys.
The last comment. Should I read it out?
A lot of propaganda flying around next few days. I'd smash. Oh, look at James, look at James fucking James Reid, aka Rory fucking McIlroy. He's going to smash Trump at golf, he says. Good night, guys. Many thanks, mate. Many thanks.
Yeah, good night. See, Rob will have peace talks. We might have to get on to the UN, you know, just to
get me in here. I'll have a chat with a bloke. I know. Look, Vladimir. Calm the fuck down, yeah? Calm the fuck down. Look, have a bottle of Budweiser, right? Let me show you photos of my ex-missus.
Yeah, and we'll just sit here and talk about Russia, you know?
Calm the fuck down, and you can fucking show me the local fucking brothel.
Well, Brownie, you've got this. You've got to read this comment. This is from Bobby.
Oh, I've just seen it now. Go on.
Don't know why anybody is surprised by Nathan's selfish comments. This is a guy who has no problem with the issue in Saudi Arabia because of a Newcastle Football Club. This is his mindset. No, Bobby, I want to say a few things. I'm not happy what goes on in Saudi Arabia, but it's got nothing to do with Newcastle United Football Club. There we go.
Now, can I come in on that? I'm gonna put. Right. Don't know why I'm surprised. I tell you what, Bobby. People are surprised at your comments. I tell you why people are surprised at your comments, right? Because you're a sad individual who's already created fucking 5, 6, 7 fucking different accounts tonight. And you know what? I've even put a 10-minute wait for any new subscribers. You have to wait 10 minutes to make a comment in the chat tonight, right? He's waited every time tonight. He's waited 10 minutes to make a comment.
And altogether, he's
And
waited
each
about
comment
1 hour.
Each comment has been quite shit, really. It's Z-less banter. Z-less banter, right? But Bobby, do yourself a favour. Lob out you fucking cock and have a wank over a porn film. Because you need to de-stress, my friend. You need to de-stress. Right. Bobby's Newcastle #1. Yeah, exactly. Okay, no.
He just follows me everywhere I go, to be honest.
I don't know.
Fans do sing, "Oh, Saudi Arabia outside the ground," though. Yeah, because we're owned by Saudis. Wow.
I'm not going to block him. I hope he hasn't been. Has he been blocked?
Yeah, Randy's blocked.
Yeah, he's blocked. But yeah, but message been deleted. I don't know if he's been blocked. He'll come back anyway. He'll come back.
Right.
If he hasn't passed out after ejaculating, he will come back. But if he takes my advice, you see, Bobby, and people like Bobby are the bloody YouTube equivalent of Putin. Right? Basically, if you think about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's like they're so angry and they want to take action, right? If Putin just had a few Russian hookers around the Kremlin, right, and he had a bit of fun, whatever went on in the Kremlin stays in the Kremlin, right? You had a bit of fun, you just relax.
Yeah.
Calm after the fun.
But basically, Putin's like many YouTube channels. He's just doing it in real life.
You'll have a cigarette. After all the fun is finished. You'll calm, relax. May have a little nap because he's fucked, right? May have a little nap, and then the world will be a better place the following day.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Bobby and people like Bobby have a YouTube equivalent. That's all they need. Is a little bit of fun in their life, a little wank here and there, release the adrenaline or release the extractment, right? Have a little nap, wake up, and the world is a better place. And on that note, Bobby, I hope that you have good images and not images of me and Nathan when it's taken off.
Oh right? God, no. No.
Please no, because I got this mental image in my mind now. That he's tagging off while he's actually watching us, and I hope he's opened up another tab and he's put X-rated fucking films on. Right, anyway. Right. Let's be real. Sunderland are the biggest club. Oh, James having a go.
Oh, let's not have any of this anymore. Mackems are shit. That's all you need to know. They're in Little League One.
They sing Saudi Arabia outside the ground. I don't know if they do or not.
Yeah, they do sing, "Oh, Saudi Arabia." There you go.
Beheadings at St. James's Park coming soon. Halftime entertainment.
Yeah, there you go. We got halftime entertainment, full-time entertainment.
Hey, that used to happen in London. Well,
it did.
Okay, I'm going back to Henry VIII times, but
Beheadings well, the UK used to do them, so the UK should be punished.
Well, I don't know. What else?
Every world's done them. Every country's done them. And America still do it. The lethal injection, the death penalty.
No, hey, I'd be up for death penalty, I would.
Oh, for frick's sake, let's not get on to that. No.
No,
why?
Because it's draining taxes. I would, right? When you've got horrible bastards, right, like Myra Hindley, who's been in fucking prison all her life, spend what 20-30,000 a year on keeping her inside when she's killed kids, buried kids, not even told where she actually buried them, so that
Yeah.
horrible, horrendous fucking crimes like that. For crimes that, as long as you are 100% certain, right? And let's be honest, since the end of the death penalty in the UK, we've now got, we've now got now got forensics and so on. Do you know what I mean? Which can really right. But I'm telling you, if, and this is an if, there was, as Randy says, if it's absolute proof, no doubt about it, then why not? Why not? You know?
Yeah, well, yeah.
A child killer.
Hmm.
Right? You know, and we're talking horrendous crimes now. We are, we are talking horrendous crimes, which the criminal will not leave prison. No, life is never life, unfortunately. But unfortunately, that person is given a life sentence to the victim's family, victim's parents, and so on and so forth. Right? And I'd be quite happy. I'd be quite happy to pull the lever. I'd be on the what do you call it? A floor, pull a lever to hang somebody, for horrendous crimes only. Because that's exactly that's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Yeah. The amount of money, you think of the amount of, I don't know, the amount of bloody nurses' wages that could be saved, or, money like that can go to better places. And what is the point?
Yeah.
Hang on, Raddy, I do apologise. I'll go back to your question. I do apologise, man. This is going all over the shop today. I did one more structured bloody Q&A, and it's yeah, Jared, completely agree with you, mate. Completely agree with you. And Max says, imagine Nathan being the first one to break the news that the war's going on. Nathan, you know tomorrow, right? If we're gonna do this tomorrow, what you need to do, you need to go to the local army shop and buy a fucking helmet, and honestly,
no,
I reckon you should go to the local army shop or the local bloody second-hand shop and buy a fucking military helmet. It'd be funny, man. It would be funny. I reckon you'd do that, right? And maybe I don't know. Do it off your phone, in the local park, and say, "Oh, the bombs are going off," and pretend like a street light is a fucking blast.
No, because no. It's not.
I know we're trying to make funny out of a bad thing, and
no.
And yeah, it didn't really go down well with one of the with a girl in which I spoke to in Moscow today. She said, "Oh, I'm very scared. Very scared. It's not. Oh, no worries. Listen, if you want to come here. No problem. I got plenty of room in my bed." That did not go down well. That did not go down too well.
Oh, Brownie, man, you horrible person.
It didn't. I tried to make a cheap joke but it did not go down well. I was almost blocked. Anyway,
I sure she would have blocked you for that. Yeah, you can't be saying that. It's like saying fuck.
No, I'm guessing, Stefan, Albert Pierpoint was a hanger, was he? I'm guessing that. I don't know, mate.
As I'm unvaccinated, I should not be sent to war.
Rob is up with break of dawn.
Well, Rob, I'll probably still be up, so it's like...
Jared says, using a word to get late. I know, I shouldn't have. You could tell by her, she was really worried, like, can't get money out. And it was, good job I got Apple Pay. Good job I got Apple Pay, yeah, no worries. Not getting fucking money off me, I thought. And anyway, but, right. But she said, good job I got Apple Pay, at least I can pay my bills and all that. But she said, it looks like I'm going to come back if I can get a flight. Yeah, no worries. I said, no worries. I said, if you want to come back, no problem. Hey, I got plenty of room in my bed, I said. You don't have to, don't have to go back to your old apartment. I got plenty. And it didn't go down too well.
No, you could have said, I've got plenty of room here. No.
Please don't make fun of my current situation. Okay, I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I thought Albert Pierpoint was right. I did try. Randy is laughing. I'm a bit of a smooth romantic, Listen, come and sit on my fucking AK-47.
Oh God.
Let me do a different kind of shot. Oh no.
God, no, don't do it. Don't do that, man.
As I'm unvaccinated, should be sent to war. Yeah, I know.
Right, okay. Unvaccinated, I've been sent to the war.
Hang on. Right, let's go back to, because Laddie was going annoyed I missed the Cardiff question. How's Cardiff doing, Brownie? Lost 2-1 last night. Huddersfield are doing well anyway, mate. Huddersfield doing well. Listen, as long as we survive relegation, that's the only target for Cardiff this year, and it looks like we did, or we will. Sorry.
You don't want to say you did, and then you get relegated.
In Moscow next month. No, I wouldn't cancel, mate. I wouldn't cancel. Moscow. I don't know if you've been here, Max. Moscow's a great city. City.
You wouldn't cancel due to the certain situation.
Well, flights. I don't know if. Well, to be honest,
I think flights would be cancelled, mate.
Don't cancel, right? Because
the UK.
No, because insurance. I think you have to wait until the government put a stop on a flight for you to have your full refund. I think that's how it works. I think like the travel companies will have to hold out until the moment the government stops flights, cannot go. That's when you're entitled to full refund. So don't cancel yet. Wait until the government makes that decision. Otherwise, you'll lose out on the flight money, I'm assuming. And Steph said, it's almost like Barbara Cartland. Mums know everything, Randy. I'm watching this in front of my mum, trying hard not to live. Thank God we're on earphones. Trying hard not to laugh, I think. What about Scotland's World Cup qualifier next month?
The federations are having a meeting tomorrow to discuss. That's all we know at the minute. But I would probably think Ukraine and Russia won't be involved in any of World Cup qualifying.
Hey, hang on. In the qualifiers, right? In the qualifiers, there was an political issue in Belarus. Wales had to play Belarus in a neighbouring country, right? And so
not war, though.
Why can't Scotland play Ukraine in Poland?
Well, you never know.
It's not ideal. Don't get me wrong. It's not ideal, but you're penalising a football fan in Ukraine.
Play them in Baku. Send them to Baku. Yeah. Send them both to Baku. Enjoy.
Listen, it is months until the playoffs end.
It's not. It's next month.
It is.
It's next month.
Oh, it's next month. Okay.
It's not months, Brownie.
I'm on about. Well. Let's just wait. It'll all calm down in a week or so.
Well, we'll wait and see.
From Huddersfield, proud of them. Hey, tell you what, they're doing really well, mate. They're doing really well. I do fancy Sheffield United to continue the crazy great run, I tell you.
Play it in Moscow. They can't play it in Moscow. You cannot really play Ukraine.
I'm gonna be.
Play Ukraine and Scotland in Moscow. Do you know what will happen? We don't want that. Look. Well, Stefan, they're having a meeting tomorrow to discuss things, but I'm more the word that they're going to call the game off. They're probably going to suspend the World Cup qualifier, kick them out of the tournament. God knows what will happen. That's what my word is. I think they'll suspend it or either kick them out. So I've got the two options. I think they'll probably suspend. Because Ukraine are in 30 days of national emergency, and that was put in today as soon as the first sighting of Russia's tanks and the first, obviously, action against Ukraine was made. So yeah, we just gotta really wait and see. But I'll be very surprised if it does go ahead. Very. Isn't it the World Cup this year? Yeah. This is FIFA. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, Stefan. So they'll probably kick them out of the tournament. Best give Wales a bye and let Austria play Scotland, and we'll play the winner. Wait. No. It's best to give Scotland the bye, and then you play Austria. There you go. They'll probably give Scotland the bye, and whoever Russia are playing, give them the bye. And just say play from there. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? Thoughts on where would you give a bye? Scotland or Wales? Take Ukraine out of the occasion, take Russia out of the occasion. Poland play Russia, I think. So Poland will be through. I think that's how it works, isn't it? Scrap the World Cup. Scrap FIFA. Well, Stefan, I don't think they're going to scrap the World Cup or scrap FIFA. You never know, though. But stranger things have happened.
Right. Okay, listen. Let's do a right. It's late night Q&A. We all know what goes on in the late night Q&A. Let me share a tweet with you. I know some people aren't on Twitter, so they may not have seen this. I know Randy, I think, seen it. He liked it. So
what tweet?
Just screen share. Right, because I thought it would. Right. There you go. Screen share. Yeah, got it, Nave.
Yeah.
Right, this Arsenal fan.
I've seen that.
She says, my room just got upgraded. And here's her room and the Arsenal. I thought, fucking hell, that looks fucking horrendous. So my reply to that was, look somewhere you'd go at 4 a.m. in the morning looking for a happy ending.
And not get one.
I don't think it went down well. I got blocked by her. I don't think it went down well.
No, Brownie. I don't think that's a nice way of putting it. Happy ending.
Anyway, let's go back. Played in Moscow. Well, probably not in Moscow. Neutral ground. I think a neutral ground as well. I think they've learned a lesson regarding Yugoslavia, mate. I don't think I'll ever.
Oh, Brownie, I still think it will.
Best give Wales a bye. Let Austria and Scotland. You know, we actually should, but I don't think he will
Of
now.
course they're not going to do that, Brownie. They'd give Scotland the bye.
But the final is going to be in Cardiff.
Yeah. And you'll win that because it's in Cardiff, so simple.
They should give New Zealand Russia spot. No, it's a European place, mate. It has to go to another European place.
Yeah, they can't give New Zealand it. Imagine, well, we'll give it to New Zealand because I think they're great. Can't do that.
Explain what goes on, Brownie. What goes on what? What goes on what?
Qatar only got a World Cup because they sent a van full of banknotes to Sepp Blatter house.
What do you want about Van? What do you want about Van? We're talking a bloody big shipment here. We were talking a fucking cargo ship, no bloody van.
Well, you fucking never know what Sepp Blatter probably said to Qatar. You know what? Have the World Cup and I'll give you all this money. And they're like, interesting. We'll take it.
Max said, struggle with Twitter, just know I'll be cancelled 15 years later. Yeah. Twitter for news, for up-to-date news is the best, mate. It is the best. Right? If you want instant news, it has to be Twitter. But I tell you what, it is an absolute cesspit for abuse. It really, really is. Yeah. So, what are we going to talk about? We talk about football, Russia, Ukraine.
I think we covered Russia and Ukraine. I think that's it.
Oh, he comes back. We're wondering what to talk about. Let's talk about Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, don't tell me. You need to grow up. Bobby, hang on, Bobby.
Bobby, man, we're here for entertaining purposes.
Who's been basically creating an account after current. Yeah. And it's us. And he has a nerve to come back and tell us to grow up.
Yeah, he needs to grow up.
Bobby, I tell you what. Fuck you know.
Bobby's gone again.
He went on, and it's the thing. Doing the football tonight. He went on our channel abusing. He went on developers abusing. He actually went on that other channel sucking his cock. All at the same time. So I get, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, for Bobby alone, we should put subscribers up to an hour and let him wait. Let him fucking wait. He can wank himself to death for an hour until he can actually input a fucking word in a chat box. What do you think, Neef?
Yeah, do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, yeah. Subscribers, if you want to subscribe, please subscribe before the show has even started.
Huh?
Anyone wants to subscribe before the show's even started because we're you're not gonna sit there for
yeah, so yep. Bobby, you know what? You done yourself proud tonight, son. You done yourself proud tonight. You fucked me off so much. But you know what? Next time, from now on, you're gonna have to wait a fucking hour to make a comment. Well done, son. I bet you fucking pleased, innit? I bet you are fucking pleased. You know, I tell you what, you can wank yourself to death during that hour. You can even have a fucking sleep. You can even have a fucking little kip.
Yeah. Right? you would if we blocked you now, you would have to make another account. You'd have to wait another hour, so you'd be waiting till about 1:14.
Yeah. And I think we're fucking still alive, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, hey, it's fucking 4:15. It's fucking 4:15 with me, mate.
Yeah. Oh, watch-alongs would be so funny though. He'd only be able to come in for the first time, and then he'd gone.
I know. You come in on 60 minutes. You better fucking hope it's fucking extra time. You know what I mean? a league game.
You'd be thinking for 10 minutes every game. You'd be like, I want 10 minutes.
You know, fuck yeah, now. Yeah. And he goes on to other channels, then. Fucking bragging that he fucking abused us in the chat.
Yeah, says the police are coming. I says, oh, I'll wait for them.
Yeah, police are coming. Fucking hell. Well, you know, hey, they've been right to their fucking word. They've waited. We've been waiting for them for fucking months.
Yeah.
Cases still haven't been fucking finished. Fuck yeah, now. Thank you very much.
And they'll blame COVID for it. They'll go, oh, but it was COVID. Yeah. It was a bad COVID time for us. Well, I'm sorry, but we give you a complaint and you did not act on it. It's like Boris Johnson and Partygate. That still hasn't fucking concluded. How long is that going to take? Fucking 10 years? Got all the evidence in front of them.
There you go. It's done.
Oh, 1 hour? Oh.
1 hour.
Oh.
As if I'm still fucking awake. As if I'm still fucking awake. Will Bobby wobble his head for an hour? You fucking wobbled something. I don't know about his head, mate. I don't know about his... well, I suppose, yeah. Technically, it could be ahead of another thing. But I suppose technically...
Who's this? No.
I'm trying to think.
Is it?
Now,
No,
this guy may well have just beaten. He may well have just beaten my change.
I think the thing is he. I'm sure.
Right, I've taken him out anyway, right?
Yeah, Stefan, there'll be. We're not doing a watch.
I'm just trying to think who he's on about. How's your best mate, Chris? Chris, is he talking? I don't have a mate called Chris. Do you?
Yeah.
You?
Lad. Yes.
You watch long tonight. It was, man. Well, not tonight. No, it won't be. No.
No, there won't be tonight. I have got a. I'm on a canny few previews tonight, so you see me on.
Yeah, I'm getting develop on tonight. Next time he comes back down, you want to wank on with Brown. Hey, come on, Randy.
But don't worry, we'll be back to normal on Saturday. Saturday we'll be back to normal. I don't know what time we're doing, but Saturday we'll do one.
Chris's mate passed away.
What?
I don't.
Chris.
I don't understand, Randy.
I don't understand.
Chris's mate passed away.
What? More detail, Randy? Because I'm confused.
He's trying. What? Sorry. Well, wanker. Sorry, Cheddars, if you're watching this, mate. Sorry, I thought you were talking about us, mate. Sorry, Cheddars.
Yeah, sorry, Cheddars. Sorry, Cheddars. Whatever he said about.
Yeah, I'm getting a developer tomorrow. I don't know if is there a Demcast tonight? No, I am.
Tonight? No, there's no Demcast tonight.
Yeah, so get developer on tomorrow. We're going to talk Arsenal, his channel, his life. Yeah, get developer.
His wonderful wife in Thailand.
And just having a gossip, really. Having a gossip. Right. Nath, it's coming up to 4:20.
Yeah.
Right. I'm fucking knackered, man. I really am knackered. Guys in the chat, many thanks. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. And we do enjoy it. I know it does go a bit across the line every now and then, but as long as people know about the type of content that goes on in the late night Q&A,
yeah,
it's a laugh. It's a laugh, and I think now with people in the chat, and outside. I think we all have the same type of humor, so no one really gets offended.
Yeah, no one's getting offended.
Which over time, I'm sure people got offended over it, and they just told me to fuck off if I'm honest. Or they just may not watch these type of shows. But listen, and as Max says, and I agree with Max, fuck off, Nate. Right, night, guys. Many thanks. Auf Wiedersehen. Hasta luego. And see you tomorrow at some point.
And I'll
enjoy your Friday night.
Yeah, and I'll be on a few previews, obviously, and you'll have an update on tomorrow on a new show that will start on Thursday.
And in the meantime, get down to your local army shop or your second-hand shop and get yourself a military helmet, because I'm telling you, that would go down fucking great. Right, I can't.
What? Just walk on Devcast with it on? Yeah.
Catch you later, guys. Many thanks, Nate.
See you later. Bye.